Hey guys, welcome to JT's Pirate Pools. Just wanted to hop on and make a quick video, more or less an introductory video for the channel. Tell you a little bit about myself. Um, I haven't done many videos, so bear with me. Well, I've done one. I did a box opener about a week ago and it was terrible. But hey, I did pull a Keith Hernandez auto. Didn't know who he was at the time, but I know who he is now, which was a pretty good hit. But anyways, I'm sitting in my quote office, and the reason I say quote office is it's more or less turned into a display room for baseball cards and memorabilia. But first and foremost, I'm a Christian, a husband and a father. Then I'm a collector and a coach. I just love the game of baseball. I've played my entire life since I was 3 years old through college and beyond, and I've coached the last 20 years and umpired. I'm still head coaching today. My kids, they're over in softball now. I have two girls, so I'm head coaching my daughter's softball team. I head coached both of them for the last few years, but I'm going to show you around my office and some of my cards. If you see anything that you like, uh, feel free to message me if you want to buy or trade or anything like that. I'd like to connect with other people in the hobby through this channel, and that's one way to do it. Um, so yeah, it's never really been about money for me. It's just the nostalgia that I get. I grew up in the 80s and 90s as a kid, so the junk wax era, and I have my fair share, but I have a lot of vintage and uh, modern stuff too, and a decent collection. But just reach out if you see anything that you like, and I'm going to show you around. And after that, it'll kind of wrap up my introductory video. Uh, I guess we'll start over here in the corner, but I don't know if you guys remember Craig Kimbrell and the Braves. Boy, Iglesias doing a good job right now, but I sure miss that guy. He's still floating around playing in the pros, but he's been doing it a long time. There's Sandy Koufax, Stan the Man Musial. I've got some football and other sports too. There's a Dan Reeves. I believe that's his rookie card with his auto on it. Mizorowski, best pitcher in the game currently. Chipper Jones, Sid Bream auto. Um, Here's kind of cool piece from 1953, Bob Feller. Bob Feller is one of my favorite players to collect. I got the opportunity to meet Bob Feller my senior year of high school. He threw out the first pitch. They were reopening a field called Silvertown Ballpark, and I hit a grand slam, and I'll probably never get rid of that ball. I was blessed to be able to get his autograph on that ball, and it means a lot to me. But I have a lot of Bob Feller stuff. There's his auto again and again and again. Um, have probably 50 to 75 signed baseballs, anything from Brian Snitker, a lot of Brave stuff, to Bob Feller. There's a 1962 jumbo of Mickey Mantle. Uh, More Bob Feller autos. Some of my plaques. Yeah, here's a cool one. This is a catch I made back in high school. We were in the region playoffs, and probably the best catch I've ever made, going over the fence full speed. But back then, there wasn't any smartphones. We had the big VHS on the shoulder, and I was blessed enough to have one of the local newspapers get it on camera in sequence there. One me going over the fence, Supermaning it, and then coming back showing that I caught the ball. That was a cool moment. Um, Here's some of my other stuff. There's me plaque from coaching football. Everybody knows Lou Gehrig and Babe Ruth. Um, Neon Deion Sanders. Here's a cool little piece of Turner Field and old Fulton County Stadium in the background. They've tore that down now. But a lot of memories there with Hank Aaron and Dale Murphy and those guys. speaking of Dale Murphy, you can see I'm wearing a Murph's hat. I was this is his restaurant. I was blessed enough to be a vendor for him. I did all his carbonation for his beer and Coke and things like that, and got to meet him several times. He's just as nice of a guy in person as everybody says he is. Love Dale Murphy. He is one of my childhood heroes. Speaking of the Murph, there he is again. Another Bob Feller auto. Here's some of my cards. There's a nice silver Juan Soto /60. Chipper Jones World Series patch. Cooper flag. Everybody knows this Billy Ripken and knows what it says on the handle. I'm not going to say it. Here's a cool one-on-one patch card I pulled, I think in 2018. There's some Chipper Jones memorabilia. Old Bob Uecker. Mickey Mantle. Here's a cool piece with Bob Feller, a newspaper clipping with Purolator from 1953. Ted Williams back there, Dan Marino. So, anyways, oh yeah, here's that catch that was in the newspaper clipping I was telling you about a minute ago in color. Here's a lot of unopened wax that I got, boxes. This stand here, none of them are open. They're all brand new. It goes 2-3 rows deep there. If you see anything you want me to open, I'm probably going to be opening most of this on the channel eventually anyway. I was blessed to be able to go to the All-Star game when it was in Atlanta a year or two ago. That's Frog Tog from that game. More pictures of me playing ball back in the day. And if you wonder why I got a New York Mets hat, my cousin actually got drafted this year. His name's Dylan Stiltner. That's his autograph there, but he got drafted to the Mets. And just this week, he got promoted to high A ball. Got to see him pitch Wednesday, threw 3 shutout innings the first inning, and then kind of lost command a little bit. But walked about 4 batters and they pulled him, but he's doing great. Nobody hit the ball hard off of him. I was encouraged by that, and I believe he's going to do well. He's going to get many more opportunities, and I can't wait to follow his journey. There's a nice little Mickey Mantle clip there. It kind of looks like a baseball card, but it's a newspaper clipping. If you're old enough, you'll remember Alf. These are my original Alfs from when I was a kid. I loved Alf. More signed baseballs there. Dave Justice, Javi Lopez. That's me coaching there in the corner. Steve Avery, Maddox, Glavine, bobbleheads. You know, a little bit of everything. There's a Teddy Ruxpin tucked back there in the corner. This is just a Bob Feller bat. Bob Feller is one of my favorites. I think I told you a little bit about my home run ball and the ball I was fortunate enough to get him to sign when he threw out the first pitch. This is literally where I did my first box opening video on this stool here. So I'm going to be upgrading hopefully in the next videos and having a little more space to work with there. Here's some of those super boxes I have that are unopened. There's more here. Some of my plaques from coaching and just awards from baseball. Another Bob Feller piece that he signed. That's me there, obviously. Coach of the Year plaque there. I'm proud of that. More super boxes that I haven't opened yet. I kind of took time off from collecting for a while and kind of got back into it in 2018 because of this guy right here. Me being an Atlanta fan from the Atlanta area, I started buying a little bit of cards in 2018 to get Ronald Acuna's rookie card. And boy, am I glad that I started buying in 2018 because I also hit these these bad boys from my local Walmart, if you can believe that. These cards have skyrocketed in the last few years. There's a nice to 10 refractor. Not many of my cards have been graded, but this is actually my first grading submission were these Shoheis here. Oh, here's another big hit I got over Christmas. I'm a big Georgia Bulldogs fan, Atlanta Braves fan, Hawks and Falcons. Big Bulldogs though, mainly Bulldogs and Braves. This is a 1-of-1 full fractor I hit of Gunnar Stockton. This is when he won the MVP in the SEC championship last year. You know, if anybody wants this card, I'm open to offers on it. You know, I do like having it too and showing it off. There's Ricky Henderson auto, old Victor Wembanyama rookie. There's that Keith Hernandez I hit on the channel on that first video. Pretty cool master photo of Ronald Acuna and a Stadium Club card. Here's some more unopened cards here. Nice little SEC championship poster for them Georgia Dogs. I'll show you in my closet here. I got a lot more cards here. Most of these boxes have cards in them because I just haven't had time to sort through them. As you guys know, when you collect a lot of cards, you run out of room. And so I'm anxious to start trading and sharing and selling and all of those things with people. Some of these are just empty boxes, but most of them are full. I've still got some unopened stuff here. Caitlin Clark, those 10s. I'm probably going to hold on to these Shohei 10s that are unopened. But anyways, more cards. I finally got me some shelves in here. It kind of helps me sort it out some. Most of this row is, let's just pull something. Brad Keller auto, rookie card. Let's just grab something else. Most of this is going to be patches and memorabilia. Autos in here. There's a Cody Bellinger to 35. Just kind of gives you an idea of what I've got here. More cards up here. That's all cards. And yeah, that's it. A little bit about myself. Hope you guys enjoy this video. If you see anything, just let me know, and I'm going to be putting out more videos. I look forward to meeting you guys, and we'll see you on the next one.